I'm sorry, I'm back again. My live got interrupted. I think I'm recognized everywhere I go, and I am so sorry. I was on a rant a little bit. A lady walked up to my truck. I think she recognized my lives, and she just started talking and complaining, and I just had to give her an ear. That's going to happen more and more often. You know, giving an ear to a fellow trucker. But let me start over again. Let me start over again, man. I'm I don't know. I'm pissed. Let me say this first. I met one of my subscribers in Cuba, Missouri. I was having dinner in that TA there in Cuba, and he bought me dinner, which I thought was very nice. Hey, what's up? I'm back. Yeah, I got interrupted, man. At first I thought it was I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was a lot lizard. I said it's too, the lights are on. It's too early for this. But it was a subscribe. I think a subscriber who recognized me, and I'm not calling her a lot lizard. I don't want her to come back and beat me up. But it's she was complaining about loads, and she was saying the same thing I was about talking about, and she was talking about these foreigners out here. But let me say this. Let me get my thoughts together, okay, before I go all over my tangents. But first of all, I want to thank my subscriber Freedom Works for buying me lunch. That was really nice of you, buddy. I appreciate that. Um, he walked in. He was like, "Oh, Richie Rich, famous Rich Rich," and I wish I was famous, But he's a subscriber. He's from California, and I appreciate you, bro. That was the nicest thing. That really set my day up to have a good day. It's the little things that count. But before I was interrupted, I took a video of a foreigner truck driver backing into a spot. Now, I'm not saying he's not American, and I'm not assuming he's not, and I don't want to seem racist or anything. But I'm just pissed about waking up this morning and reading the news about Congress giving $100 billion away again, and they did it 5 days after tax. Taxes were filed April 15th. April 20th, our U.S. Congress gave away $100 billion, $60 billion to Ukraine, another 40 billion or whatever to Israel. I got an issue with that. I do. I hate seeing what's going on in this country. It's bothering me. I wish I could run for Congress, and I probably could. I think more common folks should be in political power, because obviously the ones we have in office lost their fucking mind. Okay, how are you on the Congress floor of the U.S. House of the United States waving Ukrainian flags? That to me is like treason. And I'm not saying I'm this all-American great patriot. Yes, I did serve in the military for a little bit. Yes, I was a police officer for a little bit. And yes, I'm a truck driver for a little bit. But I see the faces of Americans when I drive across this country. And it's not of happiness. It's of struggle, okay? If the local factory closes down in most of these towns, people will starve, okay? People will go homeless and broke. So I think that it's a massive issue that our Congress is giving away so much money like it's theirs, like it's not theirs. And I guess it's not, because you give away something that you didn't earn. But I have serious issues with what's going on in this country, man, and financially is one of them. Housing costs, interest rates are out the roof. You can't even buy a home. The American dream is not attainable anymore. It's not. It's not attainable for an average American. I'm not going to talk about the good old days where Pa can go to work at the factory and take care of mom and have a car and a house. Those days are long gone. But we are nowhere. We're further away from those days, and we're in the days of people becoming internal renters for the rest of their life. Indu, what's up? I'm sorry, guys. My last live, I got interrupted, and I forgot to turn on the comment section too. I was just pissed. I got to calm down, but as I was talking, another trucker approached me. I guess one who recognized my channel, and we started talking for a minute. And stuff she was saying is fucking true. It's these. I have an issue with these migrants. A very big issue. And I'm not being racist or prejudiced or wrong, but I got an issue with these migrants because There's over almost 10 million of them, military-aged men that came to this country, and between the ages of 15 and 50. And guess where they're coming into? They're coming into trucking. Okay, that just makes this industry even more diluted. You know, and it really keeps somebody's foot on your neck out here to make a living. We should all be concerned about that bullshit. Okay, we should be concerned. I just saw two of them backing into a truck now. You know, and I guess I can always say assumption because you don't know if somebody was born here or not, and it's wrong for me to be pointing them out. So, but I don't know. I'm just pissed when I saw that bullshit. $100 million in Ukraine. I mean, it's yeah, man. Yeah, Indu, I agree with you. It's bullshit, man. I don't know, y'all. So I'm sitting here trying to make this live again, and not hopefully. But man, would I love to run for Congress? Oh my God, would I love to be in political office? I think that we should really get the people who are in office out. But see, the problem is, if one of us commoners run for political office and we don't have a clean background, it's going to come up, and then the message gets distorted. It gets distorted. And America just, I don't know. America creates its own problems. I mean, there's probably been plenty of people who were able to run for government, but just got pushed out the way because they had a little smudge on their background. I can hear it now with me. I run for Congress. First thing they're going to talk about the shit happened when I was a police officer. Second thing they're going to talk about the shit happened when I used to be married. All that shit's going to come up. And then somebody at the woodwork's going to come out and say, I did this and that. And then my message gets distorted. And, average folks who went from the bottom and try to rise to the top just gets pushed out the way. Because apparently in this country, you must be perfect. You must be like Christ, but not like Christ. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather see more common people in our country who would direct resources to people who actually need them. Not send our money overseas. I've never been to Israel. I've never been to Ukraine. I have no interest really going over to either of those countries. But for some reason, my American tax dollars are there. A lot heavy. It doesn't make sense. And I woke up pissed off when I read that. So that's why I'm kind of ranting a little bit. And hell, I wish I could run for Congress. Richie Rich for Congress. You never know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will do something stupid. See if I get any attention. Because obviously the people in Congress are stupid. I mean, I would have sent money to the border crisis. I would have dealt with that. I would deal with the infrastructure. I mean, we got bridges collapsing in this country. We got people who are out of work, who can't find a job, who can't afford housing. The market is too flooded. Yeah, you're right. It's too many people taking cheap freight. And I'd be wrong to say it's all the foreigners, but it looked like it. It looks like it. All those foreigners come here, taking our money, and they're just sending it overseas. Americans are just, that U.S. Congress shit pissed me off, man. I mean, waving Ukrainian flags on the U.S. House floor. Whoever would have thought that in our 250-year history that would ever happen? Who would have thought that? Who would have thought to see something like that? There's people who actually died to make sure the American flag was hanging. The American flag was rising. And you got some fucking politician who fucking never passed PE class waving a Ukrainian flag. What type of shit is that? So I don't know. It just pissed me off to see that. Because, when I was in the Army, right? My unit was one of the first ones to get activated to go deal with that bullshit. And I remember I wasn't activated, but a couple people in my unit were. And my unit suffered the first casualties over there in Iraq. They suffered the first casualties. And It just amazes me that we forget that shit. And people over here are waving Ukrainian flags like, what? So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just got a bad taste, man. That's why I kind of want to leave the United States. I do. I wouldn't mind living in like another country where the cost of living is cheaper, where there's ocean breezes and fruity drinks. So anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. My last live got interrupted. I thought it was somebody asking for my company, but it was another truck driver complaining about what's going on, and they just had to get it off their chest. And I'm gonna tell you that's a very common occurrence out here. You know, a lot of people are under a lot of stress. People are not making money in trucking. Okay, trucking is just our industry we're in, but a lot of industries are suffering. Like I told you guys before, I had somebody close to me lose a job because they asked for a raise. They wanted to get paid their worth, and they decided to let them go. You know, just the scumbags. Ah, man, my allergies are acting up again, guys. I'm sorry, but what's going on, everybody, yo? Swift is doing great. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. So we got a guy here. Look at that. That's what we all should be doing. We should be working out. You know, putting our energy into something else. But I'm sitting here, guys. I'm about to go take me a shower, and I lost my train of thought. That trucker walking up to me just threw me off. Some of you guys who saw my last video, you've been like, "What?" Yeah, but I'm just sitting here like pissed. People are struggling. Our country's giving our money away, and they give it away 4 days after filing taxes, after people paid their taxes. That's terrible. That's terrible, man. You know. My average net profit was 74 cents last month. Oh, nice. Ouch. Is that good or bad, Mark? You know, if you're a lease operator, I mean, if you're a company driver, that's good. If you're a lease operator, no, it's not. That's bad. That's real bad. The market's struggling now. I just had a load cancel me today that I was supposed to pick up tonight. That I wanted to pick up tonight. I didn't want to sit, but now I'm sitting. So I won't be going anywhere until tomorrow night. So, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna get my thoughts together and maybe make a video where I can make some sense. I know it sounds like I'm rambling a little bit. I wasn't really prepared to wake up today and see our country gave away all this money to another fucking country. I have a problem with that. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with the border. I got a problem with all these military-age men coming to this country. I have a problem. American dream is starting to become hard. Down bad from $1.62 amount. Jesus, Mark. Ooh, Jesus Louise. That's bad. Yeah, that is bad. It's becoming to a point, right? If you're an owner-operator or if you're a lease operator, that you cannot take off for work. Okay, we're going to have people working themselves to death because you can't take off for work, because if you do, you're going to pay for it. You're going to be punished for it. Okay. Yeah, I know, and we already give Israel billions a year, without the war. But, I don't like what I see on the news. I don't like what I see on TV, what they're doing with Gaza. I don't like what Israel's doing. I just do not like it. Okay? And I think a lot of Americans in this country do not like it. And the people who are Israeli or Jewish are screaming victim again. But what I'm seeing on TV is not that. What I'm hearing, 40,000 innocent Palestinians are murdered or killed. When I'm hearing that they're blowing up food convoys for people doing, food work, that doesn't tell me that they're the victim. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this country and why it seems like everybody's not patriotic towards this country. And we're involved in some bullshit, Like, I usually don't speak politics and religion and sexuality on this channel, but I'm pissed what I'm seeing on TV, and when I'm pissed what's going through, especially I'm driving down the highway and I'm hitting all these fucking bumps, and I'm driving on the bridges that are collapsing. When I'm looking at people, going homeless, because of the rising food costs and rent costs. You know, I was talking to somebody 2 days ago about what's going on in Springfield, Missouri. They had to move into an apartment, and they told me the price for the apartment, and I said, Jesus Christ, you know, it's we have a problem here in this country, but we're giving away billions of dollars. And actually, the Palestinians were the first. Yeah, yeah, you know what? They were. That whole situation is done by racism, and I hate that our country is supporting that. But you got to remember, America was founded on racism, so they're comfortable with that shit. And this, what's happening over in the Middle East and what's happening over in Ukraine, just the Middle East particularly, should make everybody uncomfortable. But unfortunately, people are too comfortable with oppression. They're very comfortable with it, and I hate what I'm seeing over in I hate what I'm seeing in Israel. And I have nothing against Jews, nothing against Jewish people. But what I'm seeing, what Benjamin Netanyahu's doing, it's terror. That's exactly what it is. It's terrorist activities. I don't give a shit. Okay, yeah, they invaded your country, and they might have killed what 1,000 people if they did that. I don't think that massacre was even that many people. But it was. I know it's bad, but you're over there killing 40,000 people and creating famine. And you're already oppressing. I mean, it's crazy. America's too comfortable with oppression, and I hate that we're funding it. Hey, Darius, what's up, man? It's all right, man. Trying to make a living in this crazy country, bro. I'm frustrated. Frustrated. Real frustrated, bro. But I'm trying to make the best of everything. But anyway, guys, I'm about to go get me a shower and wash clothes. I'm stuck till tomorrow. But I don't know. I'm gonna get my thoughts together and make a video. Maybe it'll make sense. Anyways, peace.